Okay. So I'll record this session and then might be I put it on YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Cool. Mhm.
Okay. Uh, so okay. So as we all are aware, that digital marketing is a like most trending thing nowadays, and I have personally got a lot of requests that people want to switch their career from offline marketing to digital marketing, or even from I have got friends who are in hotel management and now they are saying they want to do digital marketing. And when I asked them why they want to do it, they said, "Okay, what scope है इसमें?" So uh, that is the only reason why people wants to do it. But I feel that there is a scope in every field of your career. It's not that कि digital में ही ज़्यादा पैसे है. You even if you are in hotel management, you can still make money. It's not that, right? So having said that, so digital marketing as it looks, it's not that easy from inside. It might look attractive. It might look like, oh, it's the job for a new generation and all. But trust me, it's nothing like that. It is more painful, and as much as doing a hotel management, you also need to put in a lot of hours here as well. Yes. Uh, so, having said that, let's start with introduction to digital marketing. Uh, this session, I will cover only what is digital marketing, what exactly it is, and from next session on, you guys can tell me in what uh, uh, particular field we should start, right? Okay. Okay. So, what is a digital marketing? My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so digital marketing is a promotion of a product, service, even brands or individual via one or more form of electronic media. So digital marketing is a term used to define anything which is on electronic media. So your offline marketing is your TV, paper ads. Now even TV can be considered as a digital media since there are smart TVs. Yeah, but not so
Mhm.
smart TVs are not as much popular as of now, but in future definitely smart TV will also be a plan of a digital marketing. As of now, the differentiator is the offline, which is your print media, versus anything which is on digital media. So digital marketing covers email marketing, your PPC is Google ads you see on Google's. PPC stands for pay per click. SEO of course is the searches which you see on Google, which is below your paid advertisement. That is an SEO. So whenever you search anything and you see a result, there is a lot of engineering behind it. There are a lot of people working behind it. Why you are seeing that result on top? Uh, Next is social media marketing. Of course, your Facebook, Twitter, and all. So you see a lot of ads nowadays on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That is all what comes under social media marketing. And of course online presence is your website or your blogs. So this all thing together is called as digital marketing. Okay, so today's session is broadly about what is digital marketing. I will not go in details of each like email marketing, PPC. We can do it in the further sessions. Today's session is purely broad based. Okay, so I'll just cover up the brief description of each. Email marketing is the emailers which you get mostly now with smart browsers like Gmail and all. Most of the emails is going in your spam folder or in a promotion folder. So there is a question for you guys: is this a good media to do an email marketing? Is it still relevant? So you guys can think over it and give me your answer at the end of the session,
Okay.
right? right? So
Okay.
the question is, should we do email marketing, since most of the emails
Hmm.
will end up in your spam or
Hmm.
in your
Spam
promotion?
folder, correct.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
is this
Hmm.
still a relevant method? Second is PPC. Of course, this is the biggest part. This is the biggest revenue source for Google. Like almost 90% of revenue of Google is from this media. So PPC is the ads you see on Google, and this is definitely one of the most working source, you can say, which works for digital marketing. It is PPC stands for pay per click. Yeah. So even in PPC, there are different kinds of advertisements which you can do. One is pay per click, but others are display, and there is affiliates as well. So display is, you don't pay in terms of per click. You pay it in terms of impressions. Per thousand impressions, you have to pay certain amount, but there is no guarantee that people have clicked your ads. Okay. Uh,
I didn't get it. PPC. What is it? How it will be done?
okay. So can I take questions in the end? Right.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Fine. Done. Done.
right,
Done. Done.
you can drop your questions in the chat box, because PPC is pay per click, the ads which you see on your Google. Right. If you type anything, the top three results are ads, and then you see the organic results. Right.
Hmm.
Right. So
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
so whenever you click on that ad, you the advertisers get billed for it. Right. So there are two
Hmm.
methods of billing it. It's either per click or it's either per view. Right. So per thousand view, that comes under display campaigns. And pay per click is, per click you might charge 2 rupees or 3 rupees per click. Right. SEO is the best method in digital marketing, since it doesn't require you to put any marketing budget here. It's purely a science which works here. You just need you should just need a knowledge of how Google search engine works, and SEO will work for you. So this is the best marketing method for the people or for startups where they don't have a big marketing budgets. So they first start with SEO, and once they start getting revenue, then they spread across PPC and social media spendings. All right, but SEO
Okay.
has its downside also. It is not an instant result. Uh, uh, it takes
Hmm.
around 6 to 8 months to start showing anything on your Google. If and relatively, if a new site nowadays, it's very difficult for a website to get ranked easily. Say even for a year, right? But that doesn't mean that you should not do it, because even if you put an effort now, the results which you will get after a year is tremendous. The amount of traffic you will receive, the amount of revenue which has been generated is like, you can't even imagine in SEO. So
Hmm.
patience is required here in SEO, whereas PPC is instant. You pay and you get the results. That is the main difference between PPC and SEO. Social media, again, social media uh, can be divided into paid and free. So paid, again, is a paid ads which you see on your social media channels, in terms of an image or a video, right? And there is an organic part to social media, wherein you promote something on your page, or you promote something on a Twitter using a hashtag. Those things come under social media. So social media, again, you the free ones are promoting an hashtag or promoting some creative content on your uh, uh, Facebook page. But again, since it's a free medium, those things take time to get the maximum number of users. So paid also works here, but not as much as the Google PPC. But definitely social media, you should also consider keeping a separate budget for paid advertisement for social media, because nowadays Google has killed the organic reach. If you are just posting anything on Facebook page, Google will not even show it to your users who have liked those pages, and you have to pay even to show it to the people who have liked your pages. So that's
Oh.
the
Hmm.
way that they are getting richer.
Money is.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. So in the start, they give this to all for free, like you create a page and we will show it to n number of users, and uh, people are now used to it, but now they don't see those many likes, so then they have to pay to get those many likes. So similarly for Twitter, you tweet anything, now the tweet reach has been cut. You have to pay to Twitter to show your tweets to the maximum users. Online presence, there is a website. Your website is the biggest source of your digital asset. So every other thing which you do should always be pointing back to your website. So should it be SEO, should it be PPC, your email marketing or social marketing, should have all the users which you are trying to target here should be brought back to your website, because your website is the one source uh, thing which you yourself control, and no third party tools are controlling it. So once you get a traffic on your website, those become your loyal customers. Or even if they don't buy, you can still do a remarketing on those people, but you have the data of who came to your website. So website is the most important thing which I feel you should have in a digital marketing. After website, I feel you should go with SEO and PPC, and social media can be done parallelly. It's not required on all your clients, but yes, it might require once uh, you have gained a loyal customers, and your brand is start to get an recognition. You should start for social media as well. Yeah. uh,
Okay.
So this is the customer journey. Now this has changed a lot over the traditional customer journey where people used to go to a store and buy anything. Now, whenever we want to buy anything, we first Google it or we first see it in Amazon and read its reviews, and then we decide should we buy it in offline store or we buy it in an online store. So there are times where even I have done this. I go to a retail store and see the price and then check the same price on Amazon, and if I get it for cheaper on Amazon, then I buy it from there. So that is the the user behaviors are changing. We are no longer uh, going just to brick and mortar stores and buying it, right? We
Correct.
Correct. So the user journey has now changed, and uh, how it has changed is first search anything on our mobile and we look at that product. Then we go to the reviews, we read that reviews, and we make our mind that okay, this certain people have given a good reviews, certain has given a bad reviews. Depending on that, we make up our mind that whether we should buy that product or no, and that is how the buying cycle has changed over the last 10 years, where uh, previously we just used to go to a store and it was purely word of mouth, where other users or your neighbors had said okay, use this product, it was really nice, right? uh, so here are some stats that 155 million number of tweets are done daily on Twitter. 75% of people who believe in companies don't tell truth in advertisement. So here is a this is the biggest gap over offline and online. And offline, the advertisements we are always overhyped, and like using an XDO will get you a girl, uh, versus
Yeah.
yes, versus you can say if an X is doing a campaign on online, user will read a review that it really smells good, right? That is when they will make up a mind to buy it. So that is the difference between offline. Offline, user cannot give a feedback about the product to the uh, uh, consumers, but in online everything is open out there, and you can read out the
Mm.
reviews and make up your mind. Okay. uh, so why digital marketing? This is the very basic questions, and lot of my friends have asked me this, and that is the reason that I am having this session. A lot of people on especially on WhatsApp have asked me that we want to switch to our career to digital marketing, and can you help us in understanding? So my first question or to them is, do you have any knowledge about digital marketing? It's not as easy as you seem, and digital marketing is a vast in itself. Okay, so why digital marketing? Why what is the main difference between a digital marketing versus your traditional marketing? The biggest difference is targeting. You can target your audience as and when you want, what age group you want to select, what city you want to select. You Everything is available in digital marketing versus your offline, where you give an ad in a newspaper but you don't know how many people have read that and what age group have has seen your ads. Versus
Mm.
in digital, if you run an campaign on a Facebook, you get all the data that okay, there's the majority of the people who have seen your ad is between 18 to 25 years of age from Mumbai. The maximum people who have liked your post are from Mumbai, right? So this kind of targeting is only possible on digital marketing, and hence it helps even the brand to save a lot of money, rather than spending on newspapers and on televisions, where they don't know even if people are seeing those ads and what is the feedback after seeing this ad. The digital marketing gives you everything: how many people have seen it, what is their feedback, did they like it, they, they did not like it, all the reviews are there. So this is the biggest you can say USP of digital marketing is,
Advantage. Mm.
yes, is the targeting, where you can target your chosen customers, right? Transparent. Second thing is transparent. Each stage of funnel can be tracked. Okay, so as I said earlier, that there is a user journey has changed, so you can track each level of user journey. Like when a user first search your product on a mobile, say on Amazon, you can start tracking that user there. That's at that very moment, that okay, first he visited on Amazon, then he went back and he checked our product reviews on Quora, and then he came back to my website to buy that. So that entire user journey is available to you, and everything is trackable now. And you know that how your user is purchasing a product, and where there is a gap, where they are dropping off. So there might be a case that they went to an Amazon, they saw your product, but then they went to Quora, where somebody has given a very bad review about your product, and hence they didn't come back to your website. So you know where you have to fix. You have to go to Quora and check why was there a negative review about you, and you have to try to fix that thing. You have to come up with a positive review on Quora. You have to connect with the guy who got a really bad experience about your product. You have to connect with him and say, hey, here is what we can fix for you, can you please change your answer on Quora, right? Because uh, that is how your sales will be affected. And trust me, this has happened. I had a very bad experience about gifting. I used Flower Aura as a website to gift flowers to somebody, and they didn't deliver it on time. And I think after 7 days or 14 days, they sent me a refund saying sorry, we couldn't deliver. But then I wrote a really bad review about them on Quora, and a lot of people agreed with me there that yes, we also face the similar issue. And the the marketing head of La Aurora contacted me saying, "Hey, can you please remove this review on Quora? It is affecting our sales." Uh, but I didn't remove it, of course, because I was really pissed with them. So that is how now users are going, right?
Mm.
Empowering. The third thing is empowering, giving consumers a voice. That is what I just said, that now consumers have a voice, that if you are not satisfied with any of the product, you can go anywhere and just write about it. You can tweet about it. You can write a blog post about it, saying your user experience was really bad, and the companies have to fix it. Yeah. Fourth thing is reach. Again, reach is the opportunity to connect directly with people. So social media or PPC gives you that opportunity to target that individual user uh, um, uh, on whatever time of a day, whether he's in office, whether he's at home, he's in school, but he's browsing on a mobile, and you can just target him right there, right? And of course, price
Mhm.
is affordable when compared to traditional media. This is way cheaper than your um, traditional newspaper ads. One newspaper ad I am not aware of, but correct me, Anjali, what is the price of first pager on Times?
Depend. Yeah. So it can range anything from a 15 to a 20 lakh, depends upon the brand. And of course,
Yes.
so yeah, yes,
So 15 to
absolutely.
20 lakhs for a first pager on Times,
Oh,
first page on
Correct,
Times
correct.
of
It
India for
depends.
a day, versus a 15 lakh. In 15 lakhs, you get an entire digital marketing plan wherein you know
Yeah.
how many customers you can connect to, and how many from those customers have bought your product, right?
mm,
And the cost of ads on a Facebook is, say, as cheap as 10 paisa per clicks. SEO is of course for free. Uh, Google PPC might range from 2 rupees to, say, somewhere around 200 rupees per click.
Uh-huh.
But still, it's way cheaper than your traditional newspaper ads,
mm-hmm.
right?
So we have to store the
Somil,
questions
your voice is
for the
cracking.
end, right, Somil?
Yes. So there is a
Oh,
chat box. Wait,
okay. I will
yeah,
figure it out. Yeah,
you
yeah.
can drop your questions in the chat box. Uh,
Okay.
so this way, it's pretty cheaper than your traditional media. So traditional media had a leverage that they have a huge reach. When digital was started, in, say, way back in 2005, 2007, the advantage of traditional media was that their subscribers were way much higher than any traditional media present at that time. Like, there were not so many users on YouTube as many Times of India readers were, but that has changed now. Since 2014, the dynamics have changed with Geo coming in. Almost all have an internet presence now. So I feel that now, the people who are online is more than people who are reading stuff online, offline. So hence now your primary target should be online, and then secondary should be offline. So the things have changed now. Okay, so who are the stakeholders in digital marketing? It's of course your customers, partners, investors, employees, everybody who is into the journey of a consumer cycle is a stakeholder here. Okay, so when to execute a digital marketing strategy? So of course it's for brand visibility. So traditionally the offline or your TV ads was the biggest brand visibility, and I still feel that TV is much bigger a player in brand visibility. The brand recall value on TV ads is much more than still on our digital platforms. uh, Leads opportunities, of course, the lead generation which you get on from online uh, is tremendous, you cannot even imagine, and which is not there on offline channels. There is no lead gen opportunities there. There is only direct sales, which is also an offline. And you cannot even track that, oh, this guy saw an ad
Mm,
on Times of India, and
mm,
then
correct.
unless you give some,
So,
unless you, yes, there was some, like, you give some coupon codes and you cut it and show it in a store, that okay. So that's one of the way in offline you can still think that, okay, he saw my ad and he came, right? but but that percentage is very, very less versus the
mm,
online. Generate loyal customers, advocates. Okay, so once your consumer has bought anything, they become your loyal customers. They are your advocates now. They will, if you give them a good service, they will start tweeting good things about you on internet, and that in case will give you a word of mouth opportunity, and it will increase your brand value on the digital platform. So that is also important to track. So there are tools even to track this, what people are talking about you in specific on digital. So that comes under ORM, which is online reputation management. I can take that in some future sessions, because that again itself is a huge market
yes.
on its own, where online reputation management plays a very important role in a brand's value. Yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
guys. So I think this Zoom is only for 40 minutes, and I have only 10 minutes now. I'll just try to finish it in 40, and it might get disconnected after 10 minutes. So uh, let me just run it through. Okay, so importance of digital marketing, as I said, that we India is the fastest growing mobile traffic year on year, followed by Indonesia and Nigeria. Okay, so there is a huge growth in mobile traffic now. Even on digital, there is a huge shift from desktop to mobile now. Google is even considering that your website should be mobile friendly, and then it should be desktop friendly. So this dynamics has also changed because of the users are now on mobile. So there is
Yeah.
something called as mobile first indexing now, which has Google has come up with, which says that your website should be primarily built for mobile, and then if you want, build it for desktop. So this is a huge shift, wherein traditionally we used to build a website for a desktop, and then बोलते थे okay mobile में भी देख लो कैसा दिख रहा है, थोड़ा
Mm.
image resize कर दो, या it should scroll properly in mobile. So mobile was always a secondary option for us, but now that has changed. You should Google has given a clear guidelines: make a website for a mobile, not for a desktop.
Okay.
Yeah. So how online marketing works? So as I said, everything uh, uh, done together will generate a sales, right? It may be SEO, SEM, social, ORM, PPC. So what channels to use is the work of a digital marketer. That what channels will work for you and what products. That is like, for example, an airline industry, if they run an paid campaign on Twitter, that might not work, versus if they run an ad campaign on, say, some travel blogs or Go
Mm-hmm.
Ibibo website. So that is the work of a digital marketer to decide what brand should run an ad where, right? Where you will get your maximum target audience. That is how a digital marketer should think about, right? So not all channels will always work for all the brands. Yeah.
Mm.
So this is the cycle of a user journey, where in there might be a cases like me that I will do a research online and then I go to offline to buy a particular thing, right? uh, okay, I'll just skip through it. I have to, okay, so here is a thing for you. uh, it's a kind of a case, an assignment for you guys that you come up with. So here is a question for you: a newly appointed head of marketing, you have been assigned the tough task of planning and budgeting the online marketing spends for the next year. The target you have given is to generate 10 million sales. So you have to come up with an take any product, for example, say a mobile, and you have to generate a sales of 10 million in a next year. So what all
Mm-hmm.
marketing channels you will use in digital marketing? Come up with a plan,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And what budget you will require to generate a 10 million sales. How much budget is required by your end to spend to get that sales achieved, right? So you guys can take this as an assignment and come up with an answer in the next session.
Okay.
Is
Yes.
this clear to you?
Y-
The
Yes. Yes.
assignment is clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any questions here?
Yes. One thing is just this is a question. How we have to decide this budget? Like we have to go for a Facebook or Twitter, how they charge, and then we can decide, right?
Yes. So right now you don't have to do a lot of research. Just give me the name of the channel. Say you take any product, mobile or say a car, and say you have to generate a 10 million sales of a car. So average ticket size of a car will be say around 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees, for example. So, so what
Mm-hmm.
channels you will use to promote your car, right? So will you do a promotion on Facebook, on Twitter? I don't want exact maths over here. Just a rough idea that how you can think which channel should work for a particular product. You take any product you want,
Sure.
right? But come up with an idea. Okay, I'm taking a mobile, so and I think I should do a promotion on Twitter, which will help me and generate X amount of sales. So
Mm.
you come up with all the channels you think and why you should take that channel. Come up with why. Why is very important. Why you should use this channel. Do you think your
Okay.
target audience is there? Right.
Mm.
All right. So a question here from Anjali is, what is the criteria of deciding the PPC rate on FB Twitter? Does it vary from brand to brand? Yeah. Yeah. So PPC, Anjali, is specifically for
Yeah.
Google. PPC, the term used is specifically for Google, whereas on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and Twitter, we say something as okay, we can say PPC on Facebook and Twitter as well. It's pay per click, right? So yes, there are different criterias to decide what is the cost of advertisement. So and it is also depending on what channels you are using. So say for example, a lawyer in Delhi, for
Mm-hmm.
this keyword, Google is charging you somewhere around 200 rupees per click. So there are a
Okay.
lot of factors why Google is charging you this 200 rupees is because a lot of competition is there in this market. So more the competition, more you will be
Higher the
charged.
price go.
Yes, higher the
Okay.
price will go.
Uh-huh.
And the
Okay. Okay.
things
Okay.
where there are low searches, the Google will charge you as low as 1 rupee for that. Say say for a keyword of lawyer in Delhi versus a lawyer in Saket. A lawyer in
Mm-hmm.
Saket has a lower searches since not a lot of people are searching that. Hence, you will be charged less for that keyword, right?
Oh,
Uh,
so basically, yeah, the kind of traffic that they're getting for each keyword
yes,
that varies,
yes,
right? Oh.
yes. So they have this tool
Mm-hmm.
called as Google AdWords Planner, wherein you put in a keyword, you put in the location you want to target, you put in the age group you want to target, and Google will come up
Okay.
with the average amount of price which they will charge you
Okay.
for that particular ad to be shown on Google. So
Okay, yeah.
here is again one fun question to you guys. Can you come up with the most expensive keyword which is there right now on Google?
Done.
Done. Come up with
Yeah.
the most expensive keyword. Uh, the hint is it's somewhat similar to what example I gave you just right now. But you guys do a research and come up
Okay.
with the what is the most. You cannot imagine that it's that expensive.
Is it
Uh,
Corona?
No, 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 it's not. Okay, so good question here. Google does not allow you to run ads on medical terms. Okay, so you
Oh,
cannot sell a
Uh,
medicine online
why?
unless because there was a huge scam which people
Correct,
used
correct,
to
correct.
sell Viagra online, and then there was only sugar pills in it, and Google was fine. Google was fined heavily with this, and hence they stopped doing medical ads on Google. But there are way around where you have to show a proof that you are a genuine medical, agencies and all licensing and all. It's a huge lengthy process where you have to prove yourself that you are a genuine seller.
authentic, credible.
Yes, yes, yes.
Samil,
So
one more
Okay.
question I want to ask. That
uh,
you told us to search for an expensive keyword,
hmm,
right?
hmm,
Google. Right now I'm in front of Google only.
huh.
So I and they have given us. So I just want to ask here, Google किया तो भी मिल जाता है ना?
That is मिल सकता है, but do some efforts and go to Google AdWords and do that. What?
So how we have to do a research, that I'm asking. See, I got many now the keywords,
Hmm.
but now how we have to we have to go into AdWords and then we have to research one.
You can cross check that what the results are showing on the Google is correct. You can go to Google AdWords and put that keyword there and then check it, right?
It's alternative
Got it. Okay.
credits.
Yes. You guys come up with the answers in the next sessions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Done,
I
done,
got
done.
Okay.
few of the answers, but it's very different.
Sorry.
Shock. मुझे कुछ answers मिले and they're shocking.
So
Casino,
come up with the
lawyer.
answers in the next session. That's what I'm saying.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think I will stop my things here now. Let me